Guess who's back, guys? Guess who's back? It's Daddy. Daddy is home and we're going to cast the Grandfinal right now. I got 1 hour on the clock until we have the most amazing dinner ever with like either mussels and a beautiful tomato sauce that is spicy or a white wine sauce that is just like really amazing. But yeah, let's focus on the game. Muscheln sind später dran. Jetzt haben wir erstmal eine Warden. Let's go with that Warden here on Echoite. We have ReMinD spawning on the left-hand side against the undead player. Happy on the right-hand side, starting with the DK. Warden against DK. Warden always up for crazy good games. And he's starting with that mercenary camp right away. We have that Acolyte scouting the whole thing, knowing what he wants to do against it. As he's probably going to pull a few ghouls as the DK comes out. Yeah, immediately sends over 3 ghouls. Wants to intercept that creeping. He knows that the Acolyte can probably try to lure away a few of these creeps. And just like delay that creeping, yeah. And you can see it, the Renegade Wizard usually uses that lightning shield on the Archer. He's not doing that right now. We see that the guys are here attacking the Archer, who's dropping super low already. He's losing that Archer since the Tunneler gets the bash. He's hiring the Priest, the Wisp are repairing that Ancient of War. And yeah, he stopped the Renegade Wizard of getting closer to that Ancient of War, so that the Renegade will take forever now to kill for the night. If the undead player is already approaching their Pen of Energy, a great item here for ReMinD. Drops on the ground, he gets that immediately, as well as the experience points. 3 ghouls coming to the party, and he gets the last hit on that slow guy. Wow, that was sick. We already saw. He needs to use the Dispel on the Priest if he wants to get it out of there. He's not using that Dispel, nor is he Dispelling with the Wisp. Finally using the Dispel way too late. Ancient of War about to die. Happy with that splendid early game. Already half a level to his DK. Using 2 coils, is now going for the Tunneler that got stolen by the Warden. Shadow Strike, beautifully done there by ReMinD. But he is in all sorts of trouble. Immediately recreates that Ancient of War. And that's a little late. I feel that he could have recreated that way earlier, realizing that he will definitely lose that one, and now finds himself in a lot of trouble. 3 Moonwell is everything that keeps him from losing that game. Gets a detonate on a skeleton or 2 and gets up to level 2, but even with a level 1 fan of knives, what can he really do in this game? He definitely needs the Berserker here, but also Happy sends out the skeleton, knowing that if the Night Elf player gets the Berserker, he might be in trouble, and that the Night Elf player will also survive the early game as he gets the Berserker. It's not getting that one yet. Is he stealing it? He cannot really steal it against the Warden. She will just Shadow Strike it to death, but realizing that there will be that guy for the Warden, he immediately starts more creeping as it feels. He knows that he might be in trouble or wants to go for the creep jack, but Happy went to the other side of the map, just killing a Wisp here, giving the Night Elf player no more scouting information, and now leaving the Warden all alone on the map. Ancient of War marching towards that green camp, not getting any more Archer. 3 Moonwells seem to be enough. ReMinD feels stable enough to go on the map and be active with that Berserker, especially against the Unholy Aura. Super risky. If that one gets surrounded, he's down to a Warden with Boots of Speed right now. But yeah, just a Warden against ghouls, that can be something that backfires a lot. He lost the guy, like losing the first Archer to the Tunneler, but it was also so well microed by Happy again, when he just like gets the Renegade Wizard away from the Ancient of War so that it takes forever to creep that one. Now he wanted to set up some creeping by placing the Berserker here and going in with the Warden on the Ogre Magi, but Happy, aware of that, immediately sending a skeleton to that location, and the DK would have been there in time to coil the Ogre Magi. So Happy is like everywhere at the same time, sending out the skeletons to crucial creep camps on the map. Now we have an Ancient of War creep going on at the green camp, but this will not be like super crazy for the Warden. She will not go up to level 3. The ghouls in the meantime crept this camp. DK got a little bit more of experience. I think that the Warden probably got Blink. Yep. Either forced into Blink or now skilling the Blink ability to get out of there, but as he was like kinda trying to get into that surround, as it felt, it looked really like he was aware that this is going to happen. DK is now checking on the marketplace, Warden as well. There is not too much really sexy stuff in there. If there would be a second Pen of Energy, I think the Warden would have already jumped to it and bought it. DK in the meantime creeping here, down here, the natural expansion with the ghouls, while Happy is just like keeping the Warden at him, and he knows that level 1 Shadow Strikes there, they tickle me a bit, but they are not going to kill me, and as I'm creeping myself to level 3, I'm going to return the favor sooner or later with the level 2 coils into your face, but yeah. Well done by Happy. Gets a healing potion now. Places the extra safe. Gets 2 healing potions indeed. Uses the first one right away. And yeah, you can see it here. The Forest Troll is located close to the Berserker, or close to the Ogre Magi. He can just easily attack through the forest. DK is level 3 now. Gets the Ring of Protection +2, that's great. And the Warden, yeah, now finally going at it. And this time the DK will not be there in time to stop that. When Wisp is getting out of that main base, double Ancient of Lore is coming for ReMinD. What item did he get? A big mana potion, of course. What else? That Wisp is going to the tavern, probably hiring a hero or checking what kind of creeping has been done by the ghouls in the meantime. Yeah, he's either checking for that creeping. Seems like he wants to stay on a solo hero. Gets a few more Wisp before he goes up to tier 3. Undead player gets the remaining creeps at the marketplace. Not too bad for the Lich. We have a healing potion as well as a mana potion. So there will be a lot of nuking coming the way of the Warden. That is also still level 2. Going to tier 3, Ancient of Wonders is coming. First 2 Dryades will be coming in no time. Kind of surprised that he's not going for a 4th Moonwell. Is he going for an expansion? Yeah, he's going for an expansion. No, he's not going for an expansion. I thought like 200 wood just got spent, but it got spent on like 2 Dryads and 2 upgrades. That makes perfect sense. Warden is finally level 3. We have a Lich 1.5. DK is like level 3 and a third, or a quarter. Rather a quarter than a third. And yeah, that level 3 Warden is not that scary. Coil Nova on the other side. That's a lot of damage coming the way. If he gets a Dark Ranger that he likes to get as a 3rd hero to cancel that blink, for example, by silencing that hero, that works pretty well together. We have double Slaughterhouse coming, so it's probably... I think usually you would go for, yeah, you go for a Destroyer at the same time. Like, you can build statues while you are upgrading the Destroyer upgrade, and later, against the Warden, which is pretty good, Abominations. You can get, like, a lot of Abominations out, 2 at the same time, or get Abomination as well as that upgrade, the Disease Cloud upgrade, aka the Stinkewolke, for the Abominations, which is always great to have, so... Shadow Strike might be good against heroes, but Shadow Strike against Abominations, they're like, yeah, they're not taking too much from that. It's not too impressive. And there we go, immediately upgrading that Disease Cloud as well as the Destroyer upgrade at the same time. We see the Ghoul Frenzy kicking in for the ghouls already. There is a Tree of Life coming. Indeed, he is really taking that Tree of Life. Uses an Invis potion right now. He definitely needs a Staff of Teleportation as well. He's now getting that one, and he will go for the Acolyte snipes. But I've seen a few games from Happy where people try to go for the Acolyte snipes with the Warden, and he shuts that down completely by controlling the DK in such a nice fashion that he's always there, always ready for that one. We have a shade on the map there for Happy as well, scouting on the Tree of Life, as well as he will see the unit composition. One creep got killed yet again by the Ancient of War, denying some experience from himself. So the Warden is still level 3 without getting too much XP after finishing that camp. One Acolyte is dead. The coil arrived not in time. That's a sad story to be told. But the Warden jumps in offensively. Needs to be careful. That coil will definitely save that Acolyte. And this time he needs to get out of there ASAP. Doesn't know if there's a Lich around. Going for some more creeping on top of that shade. Undead player is already approaching that field. There is no heal scroll, I feel. Nope, no heal scroll. He's picking up the Dark Ranger probably before he's going for the attack. 44 supply, double statue. Destroyer upgrade is already through. Dark Ranger coming as a 3rd hero with the silence ability. Tree of Life is ready. Yet needs to be moved to that expansion. The mana on the Warden is not that impressive. He definitely needs a little more. Gets 2 more bears, and even without, like, there are 2 bears in production. Oh, that blink will be on cooldown. Warden forced into an invo potion. Creep got started at the same time. This is the darkest story that I have seen for quite some time. Everything that happened went completely wrong. He started the creep spot at the same time. He blinked into that surround. He got silenced afterwards. He used an invo potion before he used the town portal. I don't know why. There was absolutely no chance of getting out of that surround. Abomination is there already. And now, yeah, Happy is just showing yet again why he is such a force. Probably yeah, for sure the best underplayer that we have in Europe at this point in time. The Warden level 3.5, so cute. Silencing that bear. There's no staff of preservation. Nothing that he can do about that. Didn't even buy his staff though. Rejuvenation being casted, immediately dispelled. That bear is also out of position, gets caught off guard. Coil Nova, death to the ground. Warden is like idling, trying to be impressive towards that Lich with the plus 17 damage. He's just like knocking off 1 or 2 units at a time. Shadow Strike number 2 on the Lich. You are not driving that underplayer away. There are plenty of coils to keep that one alive. That healing potion got used earlier. Silence on the Warden. Not even focusing that hero, just killing everything around that. All of the units are dropping dead to the ground. 24 supply for ReMinD. 20 supply, let me correct that real quick. Against the 41 supply of the undead. That Dark Ranger just got hired and makes it up to level 2 after that fight. DK almost level 4, Lich almost level 4. Warden with that level 4, not that impressive. Not even close to level 5. What a horrible game to be in ReMinD's shoes here. That Warden not able to stay alive, happy. That was, yet again, super impressive. What a great game by him. And ReMinD absolutely not up for the challenge as it seems. 1-0 lead for Happa. Happa. Wow. That was a GG. That is